Welcome viewers, Bobby Brown here, Guns and Drums. Today we're going to take a look at a very cool shotgun. This is a 12 gauge Spanish made shotgun that is very unique. It was imported through Denver, Colorado, and all it says on it is Jana. Jana, Colorado, right there. And on this end, of course, it gives you a little, for 3-inch cartridges, made in Spain up here. A couple proof marks that are very cool. But most interestingly, you'll notice the action. Not only is it intricately done, I mean, this thing has some incredible scrolling, which is, it's dirty right now. That's fixing to get a cleaning, as they say. And you can see this is a very intricate piece. This is not your average shotgun. Now check this out, the greener action. Watch how this works. I know, right? Sound like Fort Knox locking up. And it feels like Fort Knox locking up. Never seen anything like it. This pin shoots through the mechanism through here. Okay, that's cool. I think it's called a greener action. I think it was an English dude that did this, and it was actually called a greener action. Now, for you historians out there listening, please correct me, because I don't really know. I do not claim to be an historian, but I know that this is a unique shotgun because I've handled a lot of double barrels, and this one's different. Now, not only does this pin go through here, but they also took the time to bevel the edges. You see right here, that edge and this edge come together in a beautiful marriage. It kicks like a mule. I've shot it many times, and it is a badass shotgun. It's 28 inches long, and it has a beautiful light colored wood. I almost want to say maple or something, but I really don't know. But obviously it's not the traditional dark wood. It's kind of a blondish wood. And of course this is a very old gun, so it may have faded a lot, like a good old guitar or something. And you'll see there's no scratches, a few personality marks. And that's about it. The shotgun is really sound. Let's look at some of the scrolling here in detail. I know, right? Look at that. I wish we could get even a better view of it. Let's break her down and have a look. Sounds like a good idea. Okay, as you can see here, 28-inch barrel. You know, it does say, it does list the choke in its actual diameter right here on the barrel, 17.9 and 17.5. I don't know if you can see that. Right here is where it says choke, and it's actually European stamped. It doesn't say modified, full, whatever. I'm guessing one side's modified and one side's full. I don't really know, but she'll sure shoot a tight pattern from the right barrel. So this is the barrel, 28 inches long, and you can see it's made with the lock built into it right here. And actually, I have seen a few shotguns in my day. I think I've only seen one other one at a gun show that actually had this, but it didn't have the bevels, and it wasn't near as pretty. And it was like a primitive attempt at making this shotgun, in my opinion. So, you know, a couple gun shows under my belt and a couple thousand shotguns. I've never seen one like it. So someone out there in viewer land that wants to fill me in, hit me with some history, because this is a fascinating shotgun. Scrolled so beautifully right through here. intricate safety right here. It's even got a beautiful scroll around the S. There was just no details left to spare with this baby. Now it's just an import gun. Once again, you can see Jana, Denver, Colorado. But you know, the Spaniards they were very capable of making some fine shotguns, as were all the Europeans. And I have a couple Spanish shotguns, a couple Brazilian shotguns, and they're average shotguns. This one, on the other hand, is a little bit different. Let's take it down here to the range and see if I can knock my shoulder at a joint. But before we do take it to the range and shoot it, as I was putting it back together, once again I began to admire the workmanship. It's just incredible. Now you ask, well, who made it? I don't know who made it. It only says it's made in Spain. There was, you know, I mean, millions of Spanish shotgun builders, and who knows who built it. You know, it might be one of a kind. I don't know. No, I don't think it's one of a kind, but you know what I mean. It may have been made by a Spaniard of real recognition, because I don't think your average gunsmith does this kind of work. So anyway, watch this baby once again. It's just a beautiful thing right here. It closes right in there. Beveled so nice, fits so incredible. And like I said, she kicks like a mule. Really needs a good recoil pad. It's just got it's really kind of rough looking on the recoil pad on the butt end here, but needs a recoil pad. But I will use a pillow, as I have learned the hard way with old Betsy here. Let's take another look. Oops, sorry. Trying to do that nice and slow. If Granddaddy's got one of these in the closet, let me know. I'd love to see yours. Now, let's take it to the range. Okay, viewers, down at the range here with the old scatter gun, and these are low brass, cheapo, weepo shells. So just imagine what some buckshot would be like. Let's shut the vault one more time. Can't see the pin, I know, but oh yeah. Put my pillow in place. A really cool shotgun. Hope everybody enjoyed this video. And once again, I encourage input. Let me know what you think about the old scatter gun. And until then, could you stop, please? How are you supposed to make a video with a panting doggy around? Until I see you again, folks, keep her pointed in a safe direction.